Hey y'all, welcome back to the Selfish Sensei channel where you find good vibes, story time, and a little bit of wine sometimes, but not today. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning, so no wine right now. But today I will be talking about dating and I'm super excited, so let's get started.
Be free with me. Let's go. Let's be free with me.
So since we are talking about dating, this is really just my personal story, my personal journey, what I've learned thus far. Hopefully it just helps somebody else either get out of situations that I've been in or to just avoid the situations altogether if you can. So please at any point feel free to pause it, take notes, do some reflecting with me, in this video. It is cool. Going forward, for starters, let's just put it out there. I am single. Okay, I am currently not dating, and it has been interesting. It has been very interesting because prior to my last actual relationship, I was really like a serial dater. I was always in relationship and after relationship after relationship. I never really wanted to be by myself. But after this last relationship, I'm not gonna lie, life really set me down. It wasn't a choice that I made to like, okay, I'm gonna just sit down and figure out my life and figure out no, like it really wasn't even a choice at this point because I had just gotten out of this long relationship and I felt like it just did so much mentally. I couldn't just jump right into the next thing. I really had to take some time and like regroup and figure out what the hell did I just get out of and how can I make sure I don't get back into anything like that ever again. Not even to say that the person that I was in a relationship with is just the worst person ever, because no, like in that relationship we both just played really bad parts basically. And I'm learning that it wasn't necessarily because we didn't care for each other or anything like that. It was more so because we weren't individuals so much outside of each other. At least I wasn't. I wasn't much of an individual outside of my relationship. I was constantly insecure. And then not even saying that the situations that I was in wasn't adding on to that insecurity, but I had already came into the relationship insecure. And so regardless of if even if half the things that happened never happened, it still could have been a potential issue with me because like I said, I was always serial dating person after person after person. And so I was never really giving myself time to heal. And so even just going into this relationship, I was already fucked up. It just eventually it put a strain on us, especially at the ages that we were between 18 and 21. You really should be focusing on who you as a person. You're just now becoming an adult. You're really still learning life. You're still learning yourself. It's really hard to learn you and another person at the same time. And unfortunately, just like a lot of other people, that's what we were trying to do. We were trying to learn how to love each other and be each other's person when really we weren't individuals just yet. We should have been taking that time to really build a foundation for ourselves. So when we do want to be in a relationship with someone, it can actually be steady, stable relationship because the foundation is already strong. But we didn't do that. We skipped the building ourselves up part and was just trying to build as one. And eventually it collapsed because the foundation sucked. So, you know how they always say, like, you want to heal before you deal. I called it fixing it before you mixing it. Really just acknowledging the fact that I did leave from this relationship a little battered, mentally battered. When you're talking to your friends and when you're talking to like cousins or whoever you talk to, you're not always completely honest about your side of the story. You tell it from more of a victim standpoint, but you have to get to a point where you can be real with at least yourself and you can acknowledge the part that you played in that because that's going to help you to not repeat those cycles. This single phase in my life, I have to talk about the hoe phase because everybody, they look at the hoe phase like it's just the worst thing ever and you just out here having sex with all these people. And it's not even about that. It's about a period of time in your life where you have that freedom to just explore your Explore your options, explore yourself, explore what you like, explore what you don't like. That doesn't mean you have to go out and have sex with 1,000 people just because you're in your whole phase. No, it's just having that freedom to have sex with 1,000 people if you wanted to, because that's what that is. That's how you learn. Along with the whole phase and the multi-dating thing, it goes hand in hand, the whole phase and multi-dating, because the whole phase is you just exploring your options and seeing what's out there, and multi-dating is the same way. Date multiple people. Don't just date one person at a time if you want to. Like I said, this is not me telling nobody what to do. I'm just telling you my story, okay? So, multi-dating. That's just talking to different people, getting to know different people at the same time, going on dates with several people at the same time, and being honest about it. Not making anybody feel like you're exclusive, not making anybody feel like you're in a relationship with them, just being completely honest. Hey, look, I'm dating a couple people right now. I'm just having fun. I'm doing me. I'm learning what's what. And just be honest, because most people, they don't even care about that anyway. They just want to make sure that you're telling them the truth. It's really healthy to kind of just explore yourself a little bit without committing to every single person that you come across, because not everybody deserves your commitment. Don't be out here being loyal to people that you're not committed to, because they're not going to be committed to you. And it's going to piss you off in the end when you seeing that they're not reciprocating everything that you're giving. But really, they didn't deserve it in the first place, and you knew that. Don't force loyalty on anybody. Don't force any type of relationship on anybody. In this single stage, when you're not quite ready to jump back out there and you're still just learning about you and, more like dating yourself even, start some hobbies. Do something. Do some new stuff. Get a self-care routine going. Set little goals for yourself that keep you excited, because you don't want a relationship to be your only driving force. Not saying that there's anything wrong with having a relationship as a goal. Ultimately, I want to be in a relationship. That is perfectly fine. But in the meantime, you do still want to find peace with where you are right now, because there's no telling how long it's going to take for your actual partner to come into your life. And you don't want to live every day of your life until then miserable just waiting on them. So still establish yourself as a person. Get some stuff going for you. Start new hobbies. Get more invested in your job. Maybe look into starting that business that you've been thinking about. Just really establish yourself as a person. So when that person does come along, you still got your own thing going on outside of them. Say that your exploration phase is over. Have a good idea of what you're looking for. You've done all the shadow work within yourself, acknowledged all your traumas, healed all of those, found new ways of thinking, got rid of your old ways. And you've done all of that, and now you're looking for your next partner. I have a list of qualities that I want in my partner. There are a couple things that I won't budge on those. And it's good to have that. When you're out here looking, when you see certain stuff, you already know right off, oh no, I don't want any parts of that. I already know. I don't even have to try it, because I already know that's not for me. You want to make sure that you're being fair, and are you able to provide those very same things that you're asking of them? Do you have these things to provide for yourself before you require someone else to provide it for you? Are you financially secure? Are you healed? That's a really big thing. Are you healed? Because if you're not even healed from your last relationship and your past traumas, it's really unfair to even get into a new relationship with somebody. It's not fair to you, and it's not fair to the person that you're in a relationship with, because you're broken and you're bitter and you're always angry, and they're going to see that. They may come along at first and try to help, but if you're not working with them to change that and you're just expecting them to just fix you, it's unfair, and they're going to leave, because after a while they're going to see that, okay, I can't fix this motherfucker. I don't know what's wrong with them. It's unfair. We all grown. For you to get into a relationship with another adult and expect them to fix you and expect them to fix a heart that they didn't break is completely unfair. Fix yourself before you go out here looking for somebody. Complete yourself. All this I'm looking for my other half thing. No, you need to be a completed person before you go out there trying to occupy somebody else's space like that. We all grown. We are all responsible for our own healing. And even though we may not be completely responsible for the trauma, but the healing is on us. So just make sure you out here healing and not expecting people to fix things that they didn't break. And every now and then you may get lucky and somebody will come in your life and they'll fix that heart. You know, they'll do that. But for you to just expect it right off the bat, just expect someone to come into your life and heal all this stuff, it's unfair, it's messy, it's tacky. No, don't do that. Get yourself together before you even try to be out here in anybody's face like that. Don't fall for potential. You do not want to be out here falling for what things could be. If you meet somebody and they got all these excuses for why they ain't got this and they ain't got that, and they don't have any type of plan for how they're gonna get it, they don't have any type of time frame for when they will get it, it's just no. Now, because I'm not saying that people don't fall on hard times sometimes. That is a thing. And that's why I'm saying, like, hear them out. Maybe they have a good explanation for why they live at home or why they don't have a car or what happened. You know, like, they're kind of red flags, but hear them out because it might, you never know. Maybe they're trying to help their parents or they're trying to stack up and move, whatever. But just don't fall for potential. If they have no valid excuse for why they don't have the things that you would like in your partner, then just leave. Don't even try to do the whole fixing them. Don't wait for them to come up. Don't do any of that. Just go. That's not your problem to fix. Move on. Wish them the best. You know, I hope you come up in life. I hope things get better for you, but don't settle for a situation that you don't have to settle for. If you know for a fact that dating a person without a car is an issue for you, don't date a person without a car, because then you're just gonna be mad when you always gotta pick them up. You know, so don't fall for potential. If they don't have it, if you can't physically see it right there, and not even just materialistically, like if they don't seem mature enough for you, or like they don't know how to respect mental health and things like that, you know, like just things that you see right off the bat that you don't fuck with. If you don't fuck with it, just go. Because don't even sit there and try to change them, because that's who they are. And it's not your job to change anybody. We're not changing anyone. We see how they are. If you fuck with it, you fuck with it. If you don't, you don't. And that's just that. Okay? Don't be out here trying to impress nobody. Not a single person. Like, oh, well, I like him, so maybe if I do this, or I like her, so maybe if I do that, then, you know, she'll fuck with me more, he'll fuck with me. No, we don't want to do that, because now you introducing these people to vibes that you cannot maintain. You're changing yourself to get their attention and to make them like you, when that's literally the dumbest thing, because that's not you. The person that they're going to end up liking is not you. And then later in the relationship, you're going to be upset because you don't feel like you can be yourself. They don't know you. You enter that relationship off false pretenses. You know, like you were not honest about who you are as a person. And so don't be out here trying to impress people just because you're interested in them. If they like you, they're going to like you for you. You're not going to have to try to boost up anything, change anything, because they're going to see that. That's what you want. You want people that already see you. You don't want anybody that you have to try to get their attention. Because if you still just trying to get their attention before the relationship, how you think it's going to go in the relationship? I'm not trying to impress no man. If you like me and I like you, then we'll go from there. But don't try to impress me. Don't just, oh, what you like to do, and then sit here and pretend that you like the same things because I like it because you think that's what I want to hear. No, just be yourself. And I know sometimes it's hard to do because you maybe have kids or you've been together forever, but you just have to really think about your happiness. And if you're really unhappy, you may just have to figure something out. Now, with the whole be yourself thing, I see a lot of stuff on social media, like people, though, I'm tired of being single. I don't want to be single. I'm tired of being lonely. But all you do is post about how horny you are. And all you do is post about, how many hoes you got. Or all you do is post about how toxic you are. Like how you're presenting yourself. And you think people want that? You have to realize what you're putting out there. How are you representing yourself in your dating pool? With this whole quarantine thing, everybody at home, everybody on social media. You on, social media trying to meet people. Be mindful of what you're posting. If you're naturally a loud and obnoxious person and you dress raunchy and that's just who you are, then that's who you are. Please don't change that. Do not change that. But don't present yourself one way that you're not and then expect people to see you a different way, because no, they're going to see the person that they met. They're going to see they don't know that person is not what intrigued them. You can't post all the ass and the titties all on the social media and then think that that's not what they're going to see you as. I'm so sorry, but that's just how that goes. You use the ass and the titties to attract them, and now that the ass and titties is there and they want the ass and titties, you're like, no, we're not doing that. I'm not like that. That was just on Facebook. I'm not really that person. Yes, you are. If you posted it, that's you. You're that person. Make sure that you're not representing yourself in any way other than how you want to be seen. Through all of this, honestly, the most important part is self-exploration. Make your list of the things that you want in your partner, the things that you want to have established within yourself before even entertaining a partner. Just have these things written out so you'll know what you're looking for. You'll know if you're in a relationship now and you're not really sure what the future holds. Just think of yourself 5 years from now. Do you still want to be with this person? Do you still want to wake up every morning next to this person for the next 5 years, 10 years, 15 years? And if that's not something that you want to do, then it may be time to cut that short. Because for me, I can't say for everyone, but for me, the whole point of a relationship is to be with someone that you ultimately would like to marry. And if you know that you don't want to marry this person, you don't want to have kids with this person, you don't want a life with this person, then it's just time for both of y'all to stop wasting each other's time and move on to the next phases in your lives. And I know sometimes it's hard to do because you maybe have kids or you've been together forever, but you just have to really think about your happiness. And if you're really unhappy, you may just have to figure something out. It's just a matter of how much your happiness means to you. And just make sure that you have established yourself as a person. Whether you're still single, if you found a relationship, if you're married, or even if you get a divorce, like still just have your own things going on. And it helps to have hobbies and other friends and things like that. So at the end of the day, when your partner comes home, the conversation, it'll go more like, oh, hey babe, what you do today? Oh, I went out, me and such, we did this, we did that. Oh, okay, cool. That's cool. Because y'all have stuff to say. But when one person is out living their lives and the other person doesn't have anything going on outside of that, the conversations they go more like, oh, hey babe, what you did today? Nothing. What you do today? Oh, me and such, we went out, we did this, we did that, it was cool. Must be nice. I called you. You didn't answer. Like it get ugly when all you gotta do is just have your own life, have your own business going on. Now, something that I meant to mention earlier in the video was just cheating and trust and all that. That's a really hard thing. Because before, I really thought that I could stay after cheating. I thought that I could forgive after cheating, because that's what you do when you love somebody. You forgive them, you make it work. But in all actuality, I can't do that. And I wouldn't recommend it, because when I look at you, all I'm going to think about is what you did to me. I'm still going to think about it because you broke my trust to go out and do this with whatever. If you're the type of person who can forgive that, like genuinely forgive it. Don't bring it up in an argument. You know, don't bring it up in conversation. And if you can just put it away as if it literally never happened, if you're that type of person and you can do that, then go for it. Me personally, it's a no for me. I cannot forgive cheating. I will not forgive cheating. It is just not something that I feel like I can mentally bounce back from. And I had to have that realization with myself. I'm not that strong. I've done it before, and honest to God, I will never do that again. It's just not worth it because I'm mad all the time. I don't trust you no more. You constantly feeling like you owe me some type of apology. You walking around on eggshells. I'm mad every time I see. Just know. It's a no. I can't do it. I'm not that person. I'm not the person I thought I was because I cannot take you back after you cheat on me. That's pretty much it. I hope that this video made some sense. I hope that it maybe helped someone. If there was something that you would like for me to go to a little bit more detail about, just let me know, because this just might be the beginning of a little series because there's so many other things I still haven't even touched on yet. But I just want to, just talk about basically just talk about. As always, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you come back for more good vibes, story time. Next time there might be wine. Like I said, it was early today. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, share, tell your friends to tell a friend. Until next time, bye.